as well as promoting defense industries to reduce its reliance on arms imports.
The sector in Morocco is employing more than 24,000 professionals, is exporting more than $2.3 billion a year, and our aim, our objective is to double this figure.
Intensifying the conflict between neighbours Morocco and Algeria. For decades, the two nations have been at odds over the disputed territory, and any effort to resolve the issue has proven ineffective. United Nations. However, Morocco in recent years has gained significant diplomatic edge over the Algeria-backed Polisario Front.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته، ومرحبا بكم مجددا في قناة تعليق ويب. واليوم أصدقائي عندنا فيديو زوين من قناة هندية كتهدر على الاتفاقيات اللي دارها المغرب بخصوص الصناعات الدفاعية والميزانية ديال 2025، ميزانية التسليح ديال المغرب، وكيهضروا كذلك على النزاع المفتعل لكل شيء كيعرفوا ديال الصحراء المغربية مع البوليزاريو بدعم الجزائر، وكتشيد بالدبلوماسيه المغربيه كيفاش انتصرت على الدبلوماسيه الجزائريه وقدرت تجيب اعترافات ديال دول وازنه ودول عظمى، وكتستعرض كذلك الاتفاقيات اللي برمها المغرب مع دوله تشيك ومع دوله اذربيجان. المهم اصدقائي بلا ما نطول عليكم خليونا نكتشفوا التقرير زوين يستاهل المشاهده. ما تنسوش تشوفوا الحلقه كامله وتدعمونا بجي مشترك.
Let us now shift our focus toward North Africa, where Morocco is boosting its military capabilities by inking new cooperation agreements. Morocco's Minister Delegate for the National Defense Administration has signed cooperation agreements with the defense ministers of the Czech Republic and Azerbaijan in the military and technical fields. The agreements cover areas such as military training and exercises, defense industry, technical support and exchange of experience, as well as military, health and cyber security. During the meetings, which took place as a part of the Marrakesh Air Show, officials from the Czech Republic and Azerbaijan stressed on the high priority of their partnerships with Morocco. The two countries also expressed their admiration for the economic and social development achieved by the North African country. They each expressed their willingness to increase meetings and dialogues between their respective countries. Taking to social media platform X, the Czech Republic's defense minister, Jana Černochová, also said that the two countries discussed opportunities for arms industry, as well as the security situation in the region and the world. Now, the signing of the cooperation agreements comes just days after Morocco raised its defense budget to 133 billion dirhams, or $13 billion, for 2025. The country's defense budget for 2024 was set at 124 billion dirhams, or $12.5 billion. The increase came as Morocco aims to upgrade its military equipment with state-of-the-art technologies, as well as promoting defense industries to reduce its reliance on arms imports.
The sector in Morocco is employing more than 24,000 professionals, is exporting more than $2.3 billion a year, and our aim, our objective is to double this figure in the coming years.
It also comes right after French President Emmanuel Macron visited Morocco and signed deals worth over $10 billion in the energy and infrastructure sectors. Moreover, these two developments come at another significant time. Morocco's neighbour, Algeria, has also recently increased its defence budget. Algeria has increased the budget to $25 billion for 2025. Now, Morocco and Algeria have had sour diplomatic relations in recent months due to the Western Sahara conflict and Morocco's rapprochement with Israel. Algeria has been providing military and financial aid to the Polisario Front, which has been fighting for independence of Western Sahara from Morocco. Algeria has in recent times also turned to Russia to counter Morocco's coziness with Western countries. Now, many Western nations, such as the US and France, have backed Morocco's claims in the Western Sahara dispute. This has pushed Algeria to build newer alliances to counter Rabat, as both countries are forming new alliances for their military needs. As a part of its modernization efforts, Morocco aims to equip its armed forces with the latest drones, fighter jets, and air defense systems. The country is the 29th largest arms importer worldwide, with its weapons mainly coming from the United States, France, and Israel, according to a report. Now, reports also suggest that both Morocco and Algeria have been topping the list of the largest arms exporters in Africa. But with Morocco upping its game against Algeria, with the two cooperation agreements with the Czech Republic and Algeria, is North Africa seeing the emergence of an arms race once again? Now let's turn to the Western Sahara, where a land dispute is intensifying the conflict between neighbours Morocco and Algeria. For decades, the two nations have been at odds over the disputed territory, and any effort to resolve the issue has proven ineffective. This includes the latest proposal by a United Nations envoy to end the decades-long conflict. Now, before telling you about this proposal, let us first explain what the conflict is. Now, the dispute is over Western Sahara, a sparsely populated area on the northwest coast of Africa. The region is largely controlled by Morocco. However, an Algeria-backed movement has been demanding a separate nation there, named the Sahrawi Republic. Now, the dispute dates back to 1975, when colonial power Spain pulled out of the territory. Morocco and Mauritania then divided the region among themselves. However, the Algeria-backed Polisario Front launched a military struggle against the occupation. Mauritania withdrew and left the area to Morocco, which has maintained its claim over the region. It now controls over 80% of the Western Sahara. Algeria does not claim the area, but has lent military, financial, and other kinds of support to the Polisario movement. Now, over the years, multiple efforts to end the conflict have failed. In the latest, the United Nations envoy to Western Sahara has proposed dividing the Western Sahara between Morocco and the Polisario Front to resolve the issue. Now, the idea was floated by Stefan de Mistura, an Italian-Swedish diplomat who has been the UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres' personal envoy for the territory for the past 3 years. But his idea has been rejected by both Morocco and the Polisario Front. Morocco's foreign minister firmly reacted by saying the proposal is outrightly unacceptable. He said that Rabat will not negotiate its sovereignty over Western Sahara. The Polisario Front says that the plan fails to enshrine the Sahrawi people's right to self-determination. Both sides have their own proposals for the territorial issue. Now, Rabat advocates a plan for limited autonomy for Western Sahara under Moroccan sovereignty. Meanwhile, the Polisario Front is calling for a referendum on self-determination under the aegis of the United Nations. However, Morocco in recent years has gained significant diplomatic edge over the Algeria-backed Polisario Front. In 2020, the United States recognized Morocco's annexation of Western Sahara in return for Rabat normalizing ties with Israel. Now, Spain, the former colonial power in Western Sahara, said in 2022 that it backs Morocco's autonomy plan. Arab monarchies and Israel also back Morocco's sovereignty over the territory. While in July this year, in a diplomatic turnabout, France became the second permanent Security Council member to back Morocco's claim. Algeria, which shared close ties with Paris, reacted to the French position by recalling its ambassador to Paris. French stance on the issue has made it seem like it is choosing Rabat over Algiers, or is seeking to build better ties with Morocco. French President Emmanuel Macron will also head to Morocco next week for a 3-day state visit in a further effort to boost ties. So while the solution remains elusive, the Western Sahara dispute might create a wider rift in North Africa.
أصدقائي، كان هذا هو الفيديو ديال اليوم. كما شفتوا معنا، ما تنساوش تدعمونا بجيم اشتراك إلا عجبكم الفيديو تطرق بزاف ديال النقاط، تطرق للنقاط ديال الاتفاقيات ديال صناعة الأسلحة مع بعض الدول بحال تشيك وبحال أذربيجان، وتطرق كذلك التفوق الدبلوماسيه المغربية على الجزائر، حيث تقنع دول عظمى باش اقتنعت بالاقتراح ديال المغرب، منهم الولايات المتحده ومنهم فرنسا. اصدقائي ما تنسوا، اصدقائي الى عجبكم الفيديو ما تنسوش تدعمونا بجيم اشتراك، واديوس اميغوس، الى حلقه قادمه ان شاء الله.